Okay, so the sixth chakra, which is the third eye chakra, and in Sanskrit we call it as Ajna. And this chakra relates to our intuition, our ability to see the things, right? So, and it's all in archetypal, it's all in symbols. Archetypals means symbols. Like you don't see the things as it is, but you see through symbols. You understand it through archetypes, right? So this chakra is the final. So we have many chakras, but out of that many chakras, we have 7 major chakras. The chakra is like a wheel, it's like a wheel. So normally we call the first 3 as a chakra. Like if you are stuck in that, you are in that wheel, you are stuck in that wheel. So this 6th is the final. So when you go beyond the 6th, then you are no more stuck anywhere. You are in the conscious understanding, which is the 7th chakra. So the 7th is not per se a chakra in terms of getting stuck in a wheel. It is a state of consciousness. In Sanskrit, we call it as a sthiti. But the first 6 are chakras, because if there is a misbalance in energy, you are either going this way, you are going into deficient, you are going into excessive. So it's like a pendulum, going into this extreme, going into this extreme. So we are stuck in this 6. But by the time you go beyond the 6, there is liberation. That's why the 7th chakra is called a sthiti. So we'll discuss that later when we come to the 7th chakra. For the 6th chakra, it's the final barrier for a person who is pursuing the path of enlightenment, who is seeking the truth. For the first 3 chakras are the physical. We have seen already. It's the fear, it's the guilt, and it's the shame. And the 4th is the heart chakra, which is the balancing chakra. And also 4th is the portal, like it is the portal to access your own true self. Okay, it is through the 4th chakra we connect to the divine. Like we have relationships. We have relationships with us. We have relationships with the people around us, and we have relationship with God. So it's through the 4th, which is fundamentally the relationship. And then from the 4th above the 5th, then the truth begins. So we start to speak the truth. You see, when it comes to the 5th chakra, the example is Socrates. The greatest example is Socrates. Socrates is such a great enlightened master. So he always speaks the truth. But what he spoke has troubled the government there at that particular point of time. So he's been sentenced to death. So they have decided to give poison and kill him because he's speaking the truth, and that truth is troubling the government, because all the kings or all the administration, they want control, but truth is liberation. So Socrates was speaking the truth, and that was disturbing the government. So, but finally, there's one last chance that they gave to Socrates. They said, we really don't want to kill you. But if you say just one word, that whatever you have spoken is not true, just speak that one word, we will not kill you, we will leave you. Socrates said, give me the poison first. I have experienced life, but I want to experience death. Give me the poison. So he's not ready to speak a single word which is not truth. He's ready to die, but he's not ready to speak a single word which is not the truth. So that is the 5th chakra. So from the 5th chakra and above, it is you are stepping into the eternity. You are stepping into the truth, the reality, right? So we have discussed yesterday how the 5th chakra is going this way and that way, and how we need to work on it. And we have discussed about mauna, practicing mauna. The more and more you practice mauna, the more and more you are able to work on your 5th chakra. And also the other most important thing is, if you want to balance your 5th chakra, you should always speak what you feel in your heart. You should speak what you feel. So that should be there. The connection between the heart and the throat should be always there. There should be such transparency. There should be such authenticity. What you feel is what you speak. So the more and more we are authentic, the more we are working on the 5th chakra. Now, when it comes to the 6th chakra, this is the final barrier. This is the final block before the liberation. And this chakra deals with intuition. This chakra deals with your ability to see the things and also your imagination. So this is the sixth chakra, what it deals with. And what really blocks for us to perceive the truth? Because we see the truth, we perceive the truth in this using the sixth chakra. So what blocks from perceiving the truth? It is the energy of illusion. So the demon energy for the sixth chakra is illusion, my dear friends. What is an illusion? An illusion is that which appears to be true, but it is not true. So that's an illusion. But it really appears to be true, but it is not true. So you need a greater depth of vision, you need a greater understanding, you need the capacity to penetrate deep to see that what appears is not true. There is something bigger to understand. So the illusion is the demon energy, and many people, they get stuck in this illusion. You see, in the path of the spiritual journey, in the path of the enlightenment, as we meditate more and more, first we get siddhis. Siddhis are nothing but gifts, spiritual gifts. Everybody, they get spiritual gifts. And invariably, everybody will misuse the gift because of illusion. So they think they are doing good. They have pure intentions to help others, but they don't understand the bigger picture. So they enter the energy of illusion takes them over. So then they have to pay back the karmic consequences. And later on, they understand this illusion is the final block. So they consciously let go of all the siddhis. And when they consciously let go of the siddhis, then the buddhi comes. That is wisdom. That is sahasrara. So illusion is the demon energy, my dear friends. And the opposite energy of illusion is reality. So the more we are closer to reality, the more we come far away from illusion. So the more and more you work on your illusions, the more you come into reality. So all the traumas from the childhood, like as we said, all the lower chakras are related to the higher chakras. So all the traumas definitely affect all the chakras. Now here for this illusion, there is a repressed memory in our childhood days. For example, we witnessed a traumatic event, but we choose not to remember that. We block it, right? So if you have choices what to remember, what to not to remember, so when you are having these filters and consciously choosing to block certain experiences, certain traumatic experiences from your childhood, then this illusion energy starts creeping in. So this really creates, this is the fundamental basis for the illusion. I'll give an example. For example, when we are a small child, for example, if my mother is ill-treating the maid who works in our house, right? But I really love my mother. I feel my mother is really great and she's very loving. But as a child, I saw my mother ill-treating. But because I love my mother so much, because I feel that my mother is loving and I want my mother to be loving, so what I do, I suppress those memories. Even though she is ill-treating the maid, I still choose to forget those memories, and I select the memories, and I always remember the memories where my mother is very loving. So this creates an illusion. So that's an example. So this child, when it grows up, this child, when it grows up, then it doesn't have the capacity to see the things as it is. So then the reality is far away, right? So this is how all the repressed memories from the childhood, it's really one of the fundamental reasons for illusions. And contradictions. So as a child, the child is denied its own perceptions. Like sometimes the child can perceive, because the child has such great intuition, the child has such great awareness, right? More than the intuition, the child has such great awareness. And with that awareness, the child can perceive the things around it. But when the child's perception is being denied, then again, there is a contradiction, because the child is seeing something, but what the child is seeing is being denied by the elders and by the society. So then there is this contradiction, and this contradiction energy also creates illusions. when the child is growing up. So, for example, if the father is drunk, okay, the father has come home and he's drunk and he's lying down on the sofa because he is drunk. And then the child can see something is wrong. He's intoxicated. Something is wrong. But the mother says, no, 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 just your papa is just resting. The father is very tired from work and he's just resting. He's absolutely fine. So then that's a contradiction, because the child can perceive something, but the perception of the child is denied by the mother. That's an example. Another example, the child see that the father and mother, they are quarreling, like the father is abusive and the mother is nagging. The child can clearly see the parents are really not in a loving relationship. But the mother says, oh, no, your father is very loving to me. Your father really understands me, and I understand your father. We both have such a loving relationship. So the child is perceiving something, but the mother is contradicting that perception. So these kind of contradictions really help to go into the energy of illusion as the child is growing up. Okay, and also the energy of the shame and the self-monitoring behavior pattern. You know, the self-monitoring behavior pattern is like we are too much obsessed. We are really too much obsessed with what is happening, right? We are too much obsessed within our own thoughts, within our own imagination, and we are constantly focused on us. We don't have much energy left to see what is happening around us, you know. So this kind of self-monitoring pattern also affects this. So why this person is going too much into this self-monitoring behavior pattern is because of the energy of the shame. Because the shame energy is so much deep, the person is constantly judging, the person is constantly looking inwards. Am I right? Am I perfect? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? So there's so much emphasis on self, you know, the self-monitoring. A middle path is always a must. You have to perceive what is happening inside you with relation to what the outside world is reflecting. Okay, the outside world is our mirror reflection. But if you are not noticing, if you are not taking care of the outside reflections, and you are too much engrossed in your own thinking, your own imagination, then that also leads into illusion. Okay, and this sixth chakra is related to the first chakra. If the first chakra is excessive, the first chakra relates to survival, right? If the first chakra is excessive, then the sixth chakra becomes deficient. So it is inversely proportional. For a person who is so much invested, he's so much invested into survival, money, and then he's always focused on, I want to live in this. He feels that the materialistic world is life. There is this, he will not believe there is something metaphysical. Okay, so that is the first chakra excessive. So the first chakra excessive is spiritually closed-minded. He doesn't believe in the metaphysical. He doesn't understand metaphysical. He doesn't make an attempt to understand. All he believes is what he sees in the physical life. So that is the first chakra excessive. So that leads to deficient. So deficient in the sixth chakra. So the people who have deficient in the sixth chakra, they have poor intuition. So they cannot access their own intuitive capabilities, and they have too rational thoughts. Their thoughts are very too rational, and then like anything excessive is dangerous. So their thoughts are very rational, and they have very poor memory. They have difficulty remembering certain things because of the suppressed events, because they choose to suppress it, and that leads to poor memories. And they have difficulty visualizing. For example, if you ask the person to close the eyes and visualize a beautiful light around you, these people, they say, no, I cannot do that, because they cannot visualize it. And you ask the person, okay, visualize a beautiful rainforest. Imagine that you are sitting in a rainforest and there's all such beauty around you. These people cannot do that. So they have very difficulty visualizing it. And these people, they have a poor dream recall. They cannot recall their dreams. They almost feel like, I don't feel I have any dreams. Yes, I had some dreams, but I cannot recall it. Or they say that it's all it's something like fuzzy. Everything is fuzzy. There is no clarity. And these people are generally very closed-minded people, and they are held in a fantasy world. They have their own fantasy about the planet Earth. They perceive in their own fantasy world, and they live in their fantasy. That is the deficient. And when it comes to excessive, right? So now this is the opposite energy. Excessive is also an issue, deficient is also an issue. As long as there is no balance, it's an issue. So the people who have the excessive in the sixth chakra, then they have very difficulty concentrating. Their concentration is very, very less. They cannot listen, they cannot listen for more than a couple of minutes or 3 minutes. They cannot focus, they cannot concentrate. So that is one of the qualities of the excessive. And these people, they have too many nightmares when they sleep. And these people, they have the inability to discern the truth from fantasy. So it really, like, they have the inability, they cannot do it. For them, the truth and the fantasy, they both appears real. And these people, they over-identify with archetypal energies. For example, over-identifying the archetypal energies means, you see, the sixth chakra, how the sixth chakra operates is through archetypes. Like archetypes means you see a symbol, and using the symbol, you have to decode what is that message, right? So these people, they focus more on the symbols. And so the more you identify with the archetypes, see, archetypes is just a tool. Archetypes is just a bridge for you to see the things. But these people, they identify with the bridge, but they cannot be able to cross the bridge. So that's the issue with this excessive. And what are the balanced characteristics? The balanced characteristics are these people, they have a very good intuitive, perceptive abilities. And their intuition is very sharp. They can see from inside out, right? And these people, they have a very good ability of to imagine. You see, the imagination is really a must. If you want to manifest anything, you need a very beautiful imagination. You need a crystal clear visualization, imagination. So visualization is a great tool to manifest anything you want. Manifestation in the physical, right? Whatever you want to manifest, you can manifest if you have a good imaginative ability. And using that imaginating ability, you have a visualizing capacity. Okay, because we are living in the physical world. So what surrounds us, how we want our place to be, right? How we want the planet Earth to be, how we want our home to be. Everything is a visualization is a must for this physical. If you want to have a comfortable life, then you need to have a very good visualization. Okay, and these people, they can think symbolically, right? So they not only can understand the symbols, they can think also symbolically. They can think like there's such a huge concept, like they want to communicate, but they have the ability to think symbolically and use very good examples to communicate to others. And these people, they have a very, not only they have the ability to see the things, but they have the capacity to have a guiding vision. Like their vision is not only, it's not for them, but their vision is for the benefit of the whole humanity. And they can use their vision to guide others. So these also balanced characteristics. And these people, they are always very, very calm in their mind. They are not agitated. They are very calm. They are very, very calm in their mind. So these are some of the balanced characteristics, my dear friends. And these are the questions we need to ask when we are working on this chakra. Am I able to recognize patterns in my life? Because if you're not able to recognize patterns in your life, pattern means that's something which repeats itself again and again. So if you're not able to recognize the patterns in your life journey, then there is no way you can learn the lessons. Then there is no way you can see, there is no way you can identify this is the issue. Unless you identify the issue, you cannot work on that issue. So this is the question you need to ask. Am I able to recognize the patterns in my life? Then the second question is, am I investing in any illusions? Because sometimes investing in an illusion takes a lot of energy and you don't want to come out of that illusion. For example, you have this illusion. You have this illusion that there is this mother, there is this divine mother who is protecting me all the time. And she's always with me and I'm taken care. So she's too much investment in that kind of, so this person has never experienced that divine energy. This person has never understood or anything. It's not in its experience, but it's from From the childhood, there is an illusion that there is this divine mother surrounding him and everything is taken care and all is well. So if you are investing too much in that illusion, then you are very far away from the reality. Then there is no possibility for the growth. Okay, so this is the question we need to ask. Am I investing in anything in the illusion? And are we investing in the archetypal symbols? For example, a hero, I need to be like that person. Or a healer, I want to be a great healer, right? I want to heal the whole of the planet Earth. So are we investing in this kind of a things? How do I interrupt life events? So it is our interpretation which matters. The more clearly you are able to interpret the truth, the more you come out of the illusion. But if you interpret the events in a way that it is taking you more into illusion, then you are stuck in this chakra. And the physical disorders, some of the physical disorders which are associated with this chakra are headaches, right? Too much migraines and too much headaches. And these people, they have vision problems. So this is something which relates to this chakra. And what to do? Deep meditation, there is no other way, because from the fifth chakra onwards, it's all deep meditation, because this is the final barrier before getting enlightened. So there is no other way. It's a do or a die. So you have to be very sincere and you have to be very serious. You have to do more and more meditation, and you have to spend in that meditative state. A meditative state is nothing but a state of witnessing, a state of awareness. So the more you are in that witness state, the more your ability to discern and penetrate deep and come out of the illusion. And this is the pull, because we discussed in every chakra there is a pull and also there is a push. The push complements the pull. And some of the points to remember when you're working in this chakra is we should always do a reality check. We should use a little bit of, a general common sense to see what is real, right? What is real? Is it real? Like you have to do a reality check, and developing our aptitude to discern the truth. The aptitude to discern the truth. How do you discern the truth? The more and more you do experiment, then you are able to discern the truth. So that very aptitude that you are not believing anything blindly. You are not believing blindly, but you are just you are just in a cautious, and you are using your awareness. You are using your scientific temper to see, okay, what I hear, I'm not doubting it, but at the same time, I'm not blindly believing it. Let me do an experiment, and then I believe it. So that is a really good aptitude if you want to come out of this illusion. And the other important thing is practicing mindfulness. This is very, very important, my dear friends. The more you practice mindfulness, the more you are closer to the reality. Mindfulness means whatever you do, you are fully focused on that. For example, you are eating and your entire awareness is fully focused in the process of the eating. Like you feel the touch, you feel how the food touches your fingers, and you are so aware of the taste of the food. You can the dish is prepared with so many ingredients, but the moment you eat it, you can see, it has that spice, it has this flavor, it has that taste. Okay, so you are enjoying the aroma, you are enjoying the taste, you are fully in that process. So that is mindful eating. And when you are walking, you are doing only walking. So that is mindful walking. So whatever you do, you are mindful of that. So meditation means you close your eyes and empty the mind. Mindfulness means eyes open and you are fully present within the body. If your mind and body, they both are in one place, that is called mindfulness. So the more and more you practice mindfulness, the more and more you come out of the illusions. You are more closer to the reality. Okay, so this sixth chakra is a little bit complicated to understand. Maybe with more examples you can understand, because some people they really don't understand what is that illusion they are into. So the more closer you are to reality, then the more you will be helping yourself to come out of all those illusions. Maybe I can share some of my experiences, that how I got trained to come out of these illusionary patterns. I would like to share my example. You see, we have given you another example before, where a person is investing too much energy in a divine mother is protecting, is always taking care. It's a loving presence. It's a divine mother. So this person, this very person who is having this kind of an illusion, who is investing in this illusion, so this person has a very bad relationship with the physical mother. So because this person has a very bad relationship with the physical mother, so rather than focusing on making the relationship better, so this person started investing. Okay, so this is my dream. So my dream mother should be like this, always loving, always understanding. So because there is an issue with your reality, you focus on the illusion. So that is the example which I gave before, right? So let me give some examples which happened in my personal life. There are too many examples I can quote, but let me quote one which is more relevant. So in my journey, I started meditating in the year 2008. And 2008, 2009, 2010, I intensely meditated very deeply, 8 to 10 hours per day. And my journey and my experience is all about understanding myself, right? So later on in the year 2013, my star friends and the galactic beings and archangels, they started communicating with me. They started coming in contact with me, and they started giving the channeling messages, the guided messages. And so I used to follow that, right? So that was from the year 2013. So in the beginning, it was so much exciting. Like, you see, there are a lot of channelers, right? So I have a very good friend. I have a lot of friends who are channelers in Australia and New Zealand. So they channel a lot of things whenever I go and meet them, whenever we are spending some quality time together. So randomly, they channel a lot of things. And I used to feel so excited. Yeah, we are not alone. There are a lot of invisible masters who are supporting us. It's a great journey. Yes, it is a mission. We are here to, elevate the planet Earth, the consciousness, elevate the consciousness, take it into the next dimension. So we are entering into the fifth dimension consciousness. So it feels so exciting, right? So this is how I was, very exciting. And then say, yes, I'm on a mission. We are doing a lot of things. So one day, what happened? I think it was in the year 2014. So 2014, there was this channeling message which came from the Galactic Council, like from the Intergalactic Federation. So I was working in Australia at the time as a software engineer. And they said, the channeling message is that I have to go to United States. I have to go to United States on a 1-month trip, and I'm going to meet certain people. And they have given the roadmap, they have given the locations, they have given the people I'm going to meet. They've given every detail, minute detail possible. So they said it's going to be a great activation. Like, in that 1 month, you're going to go meet a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of activations, and that's part of your journey you need to do. And I was like so excited. I said yes. So I booked the flights and took a 40 hours crossing across the Pacific and landed in Los Angeles. And then I went to took another flight to Albuquerque, to Santa Fe, to many places. So the first 4 days, the first 4 to 5 days, everything happened as per what they have given, right? So it was a 30-day trip. So I booked my return ticket for 30 days. And then the first 4 or 5 days, everything was going smooth. It's perfect. But from the 5th day onwards, nothing was going forward. Nothing was going forward as they have guided me. And I was like, what is this? It is the first time I'm going to this country, United States, and I literally don't know anybody there. So what am I going to do? So then I said, okay, maybe the 6th day, the 7th day, things are going to happen. So I waited for the 6th day, the 7th day, nothing is happening. So I was like literally stuck in a room. I was literally stuck in a hotel room in Los Angeles. And that's the moment I realized, like, I'm in a trouble. Like it appears to be like a trap, and I was in a trouble. So that was the moment I really said, like, no, what did I do? Right? I just believed you, and I just followed all the guidance from the higher masters. And why do I deserve this kind of a situation? So I was so furious, and I said, I want the entire galactic team to come in front of me. And then why you did this kind of a thing? I was so furious, and they appeared. They came in such a loving presence, such a soothing, loving presence they came. Still, I was very angry. And I asked, why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? And with such a calm voice, they asked me, who asked you to believe us? It was a big slap for me. It was really a big slap. And then they said, like, this is the way we want to train you. Always follow what you feel in your heart. Don't blindly follow anybody. They are my friends. They are my friends from the Galactic Council, from the Intergalactic Federation. But this is how they trained me. They took me all the way from Australia to United States, making me spend 3 to 4 lakh rupees. And then they are giving me this lesson, right? So they said, you might listen to anybody. You might receive a lot of channeling messages, but you should never follow blindly anything. Even if Buddha comes, even if Jesus comes, or even we come, don't believe it blindly. Always listen to every message. Don't discard it. Don't discard it. Don't reject it. At the same time, don't accept it blindly. Feel in your heart and do only what you feel is correct. Because only your heart can guide you what is right and what is wrong. So this is the lesson they gave me. And I said, okay, thank you very much. And then I came back. So after this discernment lesson, they gifted me the crystal. So they had made sure that they are breaking all my illusions first, and then they have gifted me the crystal. You see, every gift comes with a responsibility. Every gift comes with a responsibility. If you misuse the gift and you don't know how to use the gift, then it's a karmic. It's karmic process. You have to pay back, right? So, friends, I can quote n number of examples. Okay, so there is another example I can quote. How it is. It's like, illusions are really, you need a greater degree of awareness. You need a lot of grounding to break the illusion, because it appears to be true. It appears to be real. Okay, so I'll quote another example. Like once we went to Egypt. I was taking a group of meditators to go to Egypt and meditate in the King's Chamber. And so when I landed in Egypt, so there was a lady from another country, and she somehow came to know that I'm going to meditate, because she has brought her own group to Egypt. And she came to me, and she told that that her spirit guides asked her to come to Egypt and go to the King's Chamber, and there is certain activation to be done for the pyramid. So that is the message she got. So according to that message, she came with a group of people, and her mission to Egypt was to come and activate certain things around the Great Pyramid in Egypt. And after she met me, she said she got a message while she was meeting and interacting. She said she got a message that I should be part of that mission. And I was like, okay, I came here for meditation. Then I said, but at the same time, I said, okay, because I can see what is happening to her. But I didn't say anything to her. I said, okay, fine, we will do it. So we went together and I did my meditation. After I finished my meditation, but I told her, but let me finish my meditation process, because my very purpose is to come here for meditation. So let me finish my meditation process. And after the meditation process, I might join you. So after the meditation, we did something. We stand in a circle, we were holding hands, and she started speaking some light language. And I can literally feel her whole body is getting tremors and shaking. And she has literally gone through a lot in that process. And the whole team is really shaking, vibrating, some people collapsing, some people screaming. All those things are happening. So I can clearly understand something is happening there. Okay, it is not something fake, that something is happening there. So after that process, she felt it's a new life for her, like it's a new, she felt it's a new born. And then we came out of the pyramids, and she said, oh, thank you, the mission is complete. And this pyramid is no more going to be the same, right? So this is what she said, and we departed on a friendly note. So this is all happened. I'm just giving you an example. But here, what is illusion and what is reality? So definitely the activation happened. There is no doubt about it. She got a message. You go to the Great Pyramid and there will be a person, there will be a team coming to the pyramid in the same place, and the activation is going to happen. So she understood the activation is going to happen. She's understood that she is going to activate the pyramid. But the truth is, she's been guided to go to the Great Pyramid and to do meditation, to be part of this meditation group so that she gets activated. You see, who are we to activate the pyramids? This is the illusion. You feel that, you feel you are great, you feel you are special, and you feel you are on a mission. And then you feel like, yes, I'm going there to activate. So that feeling special is illusion, my dear friends. The message she received is correct, but the interpretation is illusion. So you need a greater degree of awareness to break this illusion. And unfortunately, most of the healers, most of the light workers, they are stuck in this illusion. The more simple you are, the more simple you are, the more humble you are, the more normal you are, the more you are out of illusion. The moment you feel you are special, you are stuck in illusion. That feeling special, you should be very, very careful.